Car bases when hunting up in North Texas. Found a nice little sounder of hogs spread out over one side of this hill. Got some cattle off to the left. The wind isn't a problem right now, but the spread of the hogs is. They are pretty close to a property line, and I do not have permission this evening to be on the other side of the fence. I'm going through trying to select my targets. I'm going to shoot one in the back. Hopefully they'll drive him back in this direction. And that does not work. Last one gets across the fence. One of them does come back, but still on the other side.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
The first hog turned out to be a 135-pound boar that I'd hoped to use to drive the other hogs back in my direction. The bullet entered through the right shoulder, breaking the humerus, passing underneath the scapula, breaking one rib in the process, going through the heart, which undoubtedly killed the hog, broke another rib and exited out the left side. I would think that hydrostatic shock was what kept the hog in place, and overall it had 9 inches of over-penetration. The second hog was a 155-pound boar, shot multiple times. I'm not going to go into it, other than to say the first hit was way too far back, and the last hit was through the head. I met up with my hunting buddies Mike and Sean there at the War Memorial in Montague County. And their first set of hogs
Yeah, they moved a long way.
were camped out at a gate, and that was a bust. Moving on to the next set of hogs, this is partway through our stalk. They're on top of a hill that you can see. No livestock immediately in this pasture. And here they're coming off the hill. And we're talking about which targets we want to select. I'm going to be on the far right. Sean and Mike are going to be on the left. And this is going to be a one-shot and one-shot only situation.
3, 2, 1.
And some of the hogs do run our direction, some piglets, but they're actually running towards another homestead, so there's no shot in that direction. And we just let them go. I came away with a 90-pound boar, and they came away with an 80-pound mule-footed sow. And here you can see the gear that Mike is using, and the gear that Sean is using. As the name implies, mule-footed hogs have feet that are not cloven. There's the top view of the front foot, top view of the hind foot, which you can see a cleft, but it's still fused together, and then the bottom view. Moving on the very next morning, a little bit after midnight, we've got a hog there on the other side of the tank. And with all the leaves on the ground and the dry conditions, we decide that we're going to go ahead and just shoot from here.
Three, 2, 1.
And all three of us put shots into the head.
I don't think he's going to get up.
His ears are up.
Are they?
Yep. I can see the left ear's up. Yep.
Nope.
Why?
Oh good, he's in the mud.
Well, he was in the mud. He came out to be 120 pounds, and that's all we're going to show you of him. And here we are the next evening. We'd driven into the property, not seen anything. We'd gotten out of the truck. I was pointing out features in the immediate area, the directions that we were going to be hunting. We were maybe 50 feet from the truck when Mike said, well, there are hogs up here. So we went back, grabbed our guns, and the hogs are still there.
I will try shooting a small one. Y'all try shooting a big one.
That's the one in the back on the right, Frank.
He has the one in the back.
And that's one next to the tree.
Okay. Shooters ready?
Yep.
Well, wait for him to come back out. You saw the one next to the tree and you have the one in the back?
That's on the loop.
You take the one walking out to the right?
I apologize for the rifle view. I'm actually overlooking my rifle much of this time, watching him with my eyes and not through the thermal optic.
I'm waiting for the one to come out from the trees. Or I'll take the little one. Shooters ready?
Okay, at this point I'm fearful that all the hogs are going to walk off to the left if we wait too long. And so I'm going to start this countdown and my hog is going to disappear into the woods and I'm going to continue the count so the guys can shoot these other two hogs. However, to my surprise, neither one of them shoots when I finish the countdown. Mike's waiting for his hog to turn, so he's waiting for Sean to take the first shot to get his hog to move. And apparently Sean's not shooting because Mike isn't shooting, and I'm still waiting for just one of the hogs to come out of the woods. Alright, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
There were several impacts on the two hogs, of which one made it down into the creek bottom, and we recovered the one up top, turning out to be a 90-pound sow. Carpe sus, my friends.